I'm at 9.
Here we go.
Worldwide multiplayer reveal.
Here we go.
David!
Here we go. Hi everyone, I'm David Vonderhaar, Studio
Vondi.
Design Director.
Vondi.
Welcome to the multiplayer reveal of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. On behalf of the teams at Treyarch and Raven and all our developers,
Thank God Treyarch's doing the next game.
Thank you for joining us. Today,
Vonderhaar looks like a
recon
crazy
across
man.
all Black Ops Cold War multiplayer. The world, the missions, the weapons, the characters, and the systems. And you know, we'll make some fun announcements along the way. From here on out, we talk directly to you, the best fans in gaming. Joining me throughout the show is a big cast of characters from across the studio, along with some of your favorite Call of Duty content creators and streamers. One thing you've come to expect from a Black Ops game is that we are never quite satisfied with the status quo. We are always
I'm a little bit behind you guys.
That's fine.
But some things shouldn't
Oh,
change,
John,
and for
is it?
every
It's fine now, yeah.
game we make, one thing happens: how we start things off. This is the worldwide debut.
Let's get it. Here we
Black
go.
Ops Cold War multiplayer trailer.
I'm mad. I'm behind you guys. I refreshed and everything.
Don't keep us waiting. Come on. Don't keep us. There we go.
PlayStation 5.
Yo, that quality.
Holy crud. What's that, M4?
I have
Threat
16.
neutralized.
Yikes.
You're here because you're the best special forces NATO has to offer.
You're all that keeps the world from turning to cinders, comrades.
We work off the books
Operate in the shadows.
to keep the wolves at bay.
Today, we reshape the world.
Emmy.
What the fuck are we doing in Miami? Let them come.
Grenade launcher? Yep. Well, I was gonna say, that first gun looked like an Uzi.
On a ship here.
So
there's vehicles, huh?
That has to be a separate game mode, probably. That looks like M4.
Go, go, go!
Dude, that looks like a Black Ops 1 gun.
That looked like an R700.
That looks like the trench gun.
Yep.
Yep.
There's M16 right there.
Yep.
Wait, that was dope.
RPD.
Yeah.
Yep. This looks wild so far.
This looks so good.
Yep, sliding right there.
Ah, shit.
That had to have been a kill streak, right, you think?
Yeah. Okay, that was cool for no
AK?
reason.
AK-47? Or 74 you?
74.
That for you, yeah.
I'm assuming this is like ground war because of all these vehicles.
Yeah. RCXD.
RPXP.
Dude, I love the forest maps, dude.
Dude, the quality on this looks
Is that throwing
insane.
knife?
Yeah.
That looks wild. Wait. That looks wild.
Get early access to the open beta and instant access to the Woods Operator Pack in Modern Warfare and Warzone.
You just saw it. This is an unapologetically Cold War game set in the 80s, but it's still a Black Ops game. And for over a decade, we built our multiplayer experiences atop a core set of guiding principles. They form our pillars: deniable operations that deploy around the world, signature combat tailored to how you play, Connected experiences that deliver
Just
free,
don't say
robust,
skill-based
ongoing
matchmaking, it'll be
content
okay.
And
Oh, it's already
integrate
a thing.
deeply into the
Great.
next evolution of
Yeah, I
Warzone.
think they already said it was.
Today, we're going to explore each of these facets of multiplayer. We're going to show you how this globe-trotting, cinematically connected experience is our most immersive yet. And then, we're going to show it to you in a way we never could before, with a little help from some friends. First up, the bedrock of Black Ops, deniable operations.
Scumper Jumper.
These are the places in multiplayer you never saw.
So is
and
this
the
like Spec
things
Ops?
You never did.
I don't
the
know.
missions that stay off the books, and the targets and sources who stay off the record. The Cold War we set out to build is realistic. It's plausible. Most importantly, it's inspired by a gritty historical tone that we've woven into every element of our game's world and story and gameplay. Chaotic and always confidential, the deniable ops lie at the heart of multiplayer, raising the bar while creating a clear and unique narrative that influences every bit of our world building.
If it lies at the heart of
For
multiplayer,
Black
like
Ops
it can't be
Cold
Spec
War,
Ops, right?
That world building drove each multiplayer level in two ways. With the signature level design you've come to expect, and by pushing the visual bar and
That
immersing
map's gonna be a
players
pain in
into
the
a
ass.
narrative of unfolding
The
events.
boat map.
Yeah.
The fight to recover a downed satellite in the Central African desert, battles that unfold on the neon-soaked streets of Miami's famed South.
Dude, that Miami map
Deniable
looks
ops,
So
the
those
Black
must
Ops
be
good.
different
inspired
game
by history,
modes.
but forgotten by the history books. We've selected 5 maps to give you a small taste of the range of deniable ops awaiting.
So
in
five
multiplayer.
maps to start.
Later today, you'll see them playing. But here's a few of my teammates to
there's
share
gonna be
what
more
they
of
loved
that.
most from how they were.
Well,
built.
yeah,
a
but
lot
he said
for
5 to
early.
start though.
My name is
That's
Brittany
a lot
Weidman.
for early.
I'm a level
Yeah.
designer.
I'm Kendall Snow, Associate Level Designer.
I'm Brittany Perello, producer.
I'm Matt Kutris, Senior Level Designer.
In Satellite, a top secret American recon satellite
Has lost power and crashed in the deserts of Angola. With higher DGI forces closing in,
now it's a race to secure the crash site.
what I love about Satellite is the fact that it's just this amazing natural space.
Because larger maps have more components, we can apply more details into maps like Satellite, which make them feel even more natural.
I can't tell if the
Satellite
maps
at
are
the center
big or
is like a key
small
to the
yet.
puzzle. Anyone
Big.
who wants it has to run toward you because it's raised higher than the rest of the map.
I'm usually playing one of 2 ways. All in, full ham, dying again and again. Or in objective modes, I'll flank and get the jump on people. Satellite scratches both of those itches. Even though it's an outdoor space, the map's 2 different regions mean I can play long and short range tactics.
That sniper looks cool.
I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I
it
am
does.
trash.
I
with the
just
sniper
hope the
rifle,
sniping
but a
is
shotgun,
good this year.
that
Holy
I-
shit.
I have always been a big fan of close quarters combat.
You
and
would
there's
look like
great
a shotgun
mount
girl.
style gameplay in Satellite.
Crash Satellite is a super fun spot to try and outplay your enemies. Predict which way they'll circle the debris to run up behind them.
I liked how the red dot
Step
looked.
inside the satellite and take
That
your shot.
it reminds me of BO1.
Yeah.
This is going to be one of those classic Black Ops maps. The
Yeah,
world
that's like
knows and
it's like the
loves for how
FAMAS
quickly
red dot in
engagements
BO1.
fire up.
So there's
East
map
and
1.
West collide on the open
Yep.
seas in a top secret mission.
Inspired by
This
a
is that
real-life
boat
event,
one.
Yeah.
Project Azorian, CIA, JSOC, and Soviet forces converged to recover a sunken prototype nuclear
There's
Soviet
just gonna be so
submarine
many
in the
people
ocean
dicking
floor.
around in the water.
Yeah.
The waters of Armada explode into massive naval conflict as players battle for control.
So there
of
must
large
be
naval
vehicles.
vessels.
With no
Yeah.
lanes, walling
Vehicles on every map, though? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I don't know. I
in
wonder
the
how they
water
do
and
that.
on vehicles like wake runners and gunboats.
Oh, he did a job.
Armada is chaos in the best way.
This really cool map that gives this amazing sense of exploration. There are so many little individual areas to find and new ways to surround or
You see that
flank
spot
your
under the
enemies
boat?
and get the upper hand.
It's like Catamaran.
A hidden safe house has been discovered right in the heart of the USSR, in the shadow of Moscow's opulent train station. With Spetsnaz dispatched, the area has
The
gone
map
hot.
designs look pretty dope so
Yeah.
far.
So the Moscow map is set
Like
Definitely.
dead heart of the
detail-wise.
big city. So you're wandering through these streets with a bunch of cars, and there's tall buildings on either side of you.
There's this sense that you've been dropped into a point in history.
First thing I do is run right to the center because that's where all lanes cross in the Moscow map. And
Yeah, shotguns.
eventually, it doesn't take long, people are going to run through the metro station. So you can just sit there and wait, but chances are there's going to be people running right into your line of fire right off the bat.
It's a classic
I don't like how
map
many.
where
I mean, I
teamwork
know this
really
is just like
makes the dream
for
work.
show, but like everyone's using a fucking LMG.
Yeah, it's like LMG. It's like
January 17th,
yeah.
1984. This location is heavily influenced.
I already have a
by
feeling this is gonna be my
famous
favorite map
or
just because
perhaps
how it looks.
infamous Ocean Drive. This is a night map, but one unlike
I bet this
players
will be a
have seen
competitive
before.
map.
You can sneak through dark, shadowy alleys, go out onto the beach, out into the ocean.
Does that mean
You can dive in the water
no
and wade
assassinations?
along the coast to get the
No,
jump
I
on
don't
the
think there
other
is.
side.
Or you can just go right down the street and bask in the neon light.
That's like the only thing people wanted to return from
The first time I
Modern
played
Warfare.
through Miami, I could hear this 80s nightclub
Machine.
music playing through
I
the
think
walls
War
of
Machine
one
is a
of the
kill
buildings.
streak. Actually, I think I saw that.
Little details make it lifelike and it becomes this joy to experience.
Basically, my goal is to never be on the main street in the center because that is sniper
Alright.
heaven. And that
There you go,
is
Stone.
Brittany hell. So I always go and try
I mean,
to flank
based off of that, that
and
looked
get
pretty
those
quick
snipers
if that had nothing on it.
Yeah.
Our
The
art
scoping.
design teams worked really hard to bring the best possible night experience to the players. You'll see that play out when you sneak in the shadows on the beach.
Dude, the map design
Engage
is
enemies
dope.
in the center strip.
It really makes people feel like they're
ADSing
in
looked
Miami
fast
in the
there,
80s.
and like time to
It's
kill looked pretty fast too.
pretty cool.
In Crossroads, NATO has learned a large Soviet
Uzbekistan.
missile convoy is on its way to the border.
Special Forces dispatch alongside MI6 to ambush the convoy and secure the weapons before all hell breaks loose.
Soviet convoy disabled.
It's one of our most cinematic maps with a boots on the ground feel that feels pulled from the campaign.
Your team will want to hold down and protect its own outpost to guarantee access to one of these
Reminds me of
things.
Derail from
But
MW2.
infantry combat doesn't
Yeah,
take
a little
backseat in
bit.
Crossroads, as natural terrain and foliage mask
I was gonna say
movements
almost like a
and
Ray
provide
from
tactical
Black Ops 1.
advantages.
There's a bunch of snowmobiles
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you first spawn, and it's a mad dash to grab one.
Yeah, there has to be
Now,
vehicles on
running
every
people
map.
over
Yeah.
with a snowmobile is my favorite thing to do.
But I wonder.
Each environment changes the dynamic of how you play and caters to unique loadouts. Crossroads is a bigger map, and that allows you to play.
I'm just
the way
wondering
you wanna
if it's
play.
based off of game mode though, but who knows?
Yeah.
The beaches of Miami, a frozen over lake, the open ocean. Our visual research department racked up miles visiting them all. Because if you're going to
That's
deploy
kinda cool.
around the globe in this game, that required them to do the same. The mission for our artist is absolute authenticity. Step one in that process is photo scanning thousands of real-world objects, terrains, and materials. Those assets ensure our upgraded, physically based renderer delivers the best-looking Black Ops yet. True 4K, high dynamic range with a true color and tone. Ray tracing on systems.
Is my
that
PC
support
gonna be able to handle this? I don't know.
Photometric lighting courtesy of our Luminaire
Like,
system.
honestly,
No
that's
contour
unreal.
shading system. The result is gritty, it's believable, I dare say it's got ambience. Most importantly, it sets the perfect stage for multiplayer combat. On that note, here's Matt with more on the modes and missions ahead.
We've talked a little bit about where you'll play, but let's talk about what you'll play when you get there. And
I
Black
wonder
Ops
what the third
Cold
game
War,
mode for
our
competitive
classic
is gonna be
game
this
modes are
year.
returning, and they're better
Yeah.
than ever. From
Here
the
we
tried and
go.
true Team Deathmatch, Domination, and Search and Destroy,
AK
to the
Uzi.
return of the competitive game mode Control.
Control?
We've taken a
Yep.
fresh eye to all of your favorites.
Control's
We're
back.
encouraging more meaningful gameplay.
that's
with
gonna be the
larger
third one.
capture zones and domination. We're
That looked
updating
like Kill
spawn
Confirmed,
systems
too.
at Hardpoint. And now we show you where the next
Hard-
hardpoint will spawn so you can
Hardpoint.
regroup,
Hardpoint.
rotate,
Yeah.
and set up for the next fight. Across all of our
Hardpoint,
classic modes,
search, and
we're working
control.
hard
There you
to
go.
make this the most rewarding and competitive multiplayer experience yet.
I like that
While your
aspect though, what
go-to
they just
modes
did
are
about
coming back
Hardpoint.
better
Yeah.
than ever, let's talk about the innovative new modes you'll be going to next. With that, let me introduce you to my teammate Marquise Gladney, who's here to tell you about the brand new multiplayer experience we call VIP Escort.
I wonder if it's like a safeguard.
With the question.
Yeah,
How
it's
can we
definitely
create a game mode inspired by the kind of real life, totally true, but completely redacted Black Ops that first inspired this franchise? The result is Extraction in its purest form, a new 6-on-6 objective-based game mode we call VIP Escort.
It has to be like safeguard.
In Black Ops, we normally
Yeah,
task you with
yeah,
fighting,
definitely.
but VIP
It looks like
Escort
the
turns
VIP
that on its
only has
head
a
with a new
pistol.
mechanic.
Yeah.
If you're selected as the VIP, your number one job, it's to live. In this team-based op, your team will try to escort you off the map or eliminate the other team trying to stop you. As VIP, you'll skip Create a Class, you're too important after all. Instead, you'll deploy with the kitted out pistol, a smoke grenade, a spy plane for team intel, and a whole lot of hope that your team knows what the hell it's doing. The mission? Stay alive and escape the map. To do so, you'll need to reach one of two possible exfil sites, which rotate over the course of the match to keep teams on
I'll
their
run
toes.
straight for the target.
There are stakes here. If you die, that ends the round. But team up and you can get your squad back on their
VIP's
feet
going in.
quickly via last stand and revive.
That's kind of cool.
Each team's choices
I kind of like that game
tactics
mode.
create layers of strategy and counterplay, injecting the best.
Oh, I'm gonna
Wait,
love the
so
M16.
teams directly into
Either
this
overkill
competition.
or
Will your
shotgun to
team pull
secondaries
Cold War
there.
mind games in
Yeah.
misdirection by splitting up the squad
Good-
to draw
good call
fire
out.
and create distractions for the VIP? Or is a full-on assault more their style? Will they travel ahead and scout, run protection detail, or take a bullet for you Secret Service style? My personal keys to victory? I sit
I'm
close and
sliding in
escort
front of
the
a bullet.
VIP and defend them at all costs. If the VIP doesn't make it out alive, it won't matter if you do. This new deniable operation only scratches the surface of what it means to play Cold War
sounds fun.
multiplayer.
Yeah, it does. That
Sounds
game mode
fun.
sounds real fun.
Up next, we want to share another new way
Imagine they
play
made
that
that,
goes
like,
above and
fucking
beyond
competitive.
That would be wild.
366 experience you've come to expect. Combined Arms is where multiplayer gets bigger and badder, bringing together the best of multiplayer's large-scale battles by combining infantry and vehicular gameplay into a single cohesive combat experience. In Combined Arms Domination, players will deploy into 12 versus 12 battles, each customized and unique to its
So, like
own
Ground War.
environment. But these battles aren't just bigger
Has
and
to
more
be like Ground
chaotic.
War, right?
We've worked hard to ensure the 2 levels of boots on the ground and all-out vehicular warfare complement and enhance one another on each map. Tanks, snowmobiles, wake runners,
Yeah.
gunboats, and
Yeah,
more.
Yeah, so
definitely.
it's
These
just
vehicles
ground. It's
just,
amplify
yeah,
the action,
Ground War.
sure, but they also create jaw-dropping moments right in the middle of the fight. The way I personally play Combined Arms depends on my mood. If I'm going for the win, it's rally time, and I'm pushing to capture every objective on the map. Whether that means loading up a gunboat on Armada or popping smokes so my team can cross the frozen lake in Crossroads. I'm putting my try-hard pants on and making it happen. And that's the thing. In Combined
I'm
Arms,
confused
almost
based
anything can
off of-
happen. I'll seek out fun moments that aren't possible in
Because so
other
are
modes,
all of these
like
maps able
ziplining
to
onto
have
the
ground
enemy
war
ship
maps
and
as
seeing
well?
how long I
Or
can
I would guess so, yeah.
So
At
these
launch,
maps are gonna
you
be
can
big.
expect even more Combined Arms
Well,
maps and modes.
Unless it's
Each
just
tailored
domination
and
with
tuned
3
for the
flags
most
and then
fun, frenetic action this
like the
format
vehicles.
offers.
12 with vehicles.
Take Armada, our most unique map to date. You saw earlier that the only life preservers on this sea-based map are your tactics, as each capture zone requires a different approach. Will you attack surgically with a 2-seater Wake Runner?
Yeah, these
Gather
maps
your
would be
squad
huge
and
for
storm the
4v4
main
competitive.
ship? From zip lines that traverse the map to all
That's
new
what I'm
naval
saying.
tactics, Armada is Combined Arms Domination realized, bringing high stakes, high-speed combat to the high seas.
Unless I wonder if they like
Crossroads,
kind of
you'll
shorten
trace
the
a
map
wetsuit
for
or
competitive.
snowsuit, fighting for control of Soviet bunkers across the frozen
Like they do
tundra.
in like some of the ground war
With
maps.
high-powered
Yeah.
tanks patrolling the frozen lake and surrounding roads, you'll need to choose how to take on those slow movers. So whether you're hopping onto a snowmobile for a quick flank or rolling up your sleeves and sticking on some C4, the story is yours to write in Combined Arms Domination. That's it for Deniable Operations for now. We've ziplined, crossed frozen lakes, and dipped into Miami's beaches. That's really just the start
So
of the full
takeaways, the
Deniable
VIP
Ops
escort looks really cool.
Add up the
Controls
work on your
back,
favorite
and then
classic
pretty
game
much all the
modes to
other
arrival
same
of
game
new
modes.
like VIP Escort and Combined Arms Domination. And it all stacks up to our most ambitious multiplayer yet. One you can play any way you want and in new ways you never expected. If you're a Call of Duty League fan, we have a bunch of new stuff lined up just for you. Stay tuned. This may be a multiplayer game built for everyone, but these will be your Deniable Operations. And now I'll turn it over to Tony
I hope
to
that
talk about what we
means
mean
league
when we say
play.
A
signature
good league
combat.
play.
Thanks, Matt. Now, a lot has changed for us since the first Black Ops game. From our development pipelines to totally new technologies. But some things haven't changed. And after over a decade of making Black Ops games, we're more inspired than ever to keep honing in on that authentic, classic Black Ops feel, all while taking
Yeah,
it
this
to
is the
new
5th
heights.
one, right?
Now we know
Yeah.
that
Black
to
Ops?
you,
Yeah, 5th one.
combat is more than just pointing and shooting. It's about how your operator moves and weaves through your surroundings. It's feeling the power of your weapon, how it reacts in your hands.
Uzi.
It's the sound of bullets storming past you, the rattle and bang of firing your weapon.
I don't know what that
In
is.
Cold War, We're back
It
with
looks like the
Bravo,
Type 100
authentic,
except without the
boots on
holding
ground
on the
content.
hold
Yeah.
on the side.
To not only refine the feel of the game, but build on all the
MG.
classic foundations of Black
Yeah,
Ops.
sniper.
That looks like an R-Type 100.
Automated healing,
That sniper looked fast.
Or
keeping your
M4A1.
player experience in the front of our minds has also
Yeah, I would
inspired
have said
a
M4A1.
fresh wave of
Throwing knife.
across our created class and score streak system.
Folded.
Where we're introducing features that
Score
bring
streaks, not kill
unprecedented
streaks.
transparency to your planning and cinematic wow moments to when you're playing. Now, innovating systems while still capturing that signature Black Ops super smooth feel is a notoriously tricky thing to get just right. And we
Or
put
the L.
everything
What
we
was
have
the one in
into each
MW3?
game.
The L19.
This is an absolute
L...
team.
Yeah,
I brought
L96.
some of my friends
Yeah.
from the combat team to help tell you about our initiatives for this game and how they've resulted in signature combat that feels just right. Here's Max Porter to start us off.
You see that thumper in the background?
No, I didn't.
We've taken lessons learned from across Black Ops and the entire Call of Duty franchise to land on a truly best-in-class weapon experience. The gun is almost always right in front of you and must look great. From a gun seams down to its grime, the level of detail in Black Ops Cold War has never been higher.
Deagle?
But our weapons
That's a
also
Deagle,
need to
yep.
move in a realistic
I think so.
You'll feel
Definitely
it in
looks
this
like
game,
one.
whether you're clocking from long range
See ya.
or firing from the hip. When we think about a gun, we think about the way it looks, the way it's going to move, but a big part of a gun's personality
guy's
is the sound that
sensitivity
it
is-
makes. It's like the bark of the dog.
No, that's
We're
that's
sort
like
of
a
imagining all
1911.
these guns as characters.
Yeah, I think it's a
That just
1911.
adds to that level of realism and that sort of immersive quality that is unique to Call of Duty.
I like the look of the scope.
Yeah.
It's this multifaceted approach to how weapons look, animate, and sound that together defines the feel of Cold War's signature gunfighting experience. Here's Alvin with a debrief on some of the other combat
I hate
systems
how many
waiting for you in
LMGs
Cold
there are.
War.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Create a class. Here we go. Here we go.
Let's talk about two of the most significant and impactful features of multiplayer. Create a class and score streaks. Our goal with Create a Class in Cold War is to empower you without making trade-offs. This year, better starts with simpler. Create a Class will be a slot-based system, no longer governed by allocations or the Pick-10 system. You'll always boast a full class.
Cold-blooded, scavenger
primary,
flak.
secondary, lethal, tactical, field upgrade, and a set of perks.
Yep.
Field upgrades are items placed in the world to give your team an advantage. You can earn them solely based on time, not
Boom.
score.
Ooh,
They are the
SAM
only type
turrets
of
are
game
back.
content that works on a cooldown that lasts after death.
As long as Dead
Now,
Silence isn't one of those
wild
field
cards
upgrades,
are
we're
back.
groovy.
This
I don't think
system,
so.
In every class, you can pick one of
Gunfighter.
four
Wild cards. Wild cards
that let
back.
You do things
Yeah.
like load your primary weapon with up to 8 attachments,
Jesus.
carry up to 6 perks, double the number of lethals and tacticals you have, or carry 3 primary perks from any mix of categories. Of course, a key component of Create a Class is the gunsmith.
Type
So,
15.
so gunsmith
Black
is back.
Ops Cold War,
Okay.
there are more optics
I
and
just hope they
attachments
give
to
some like
unlock
good
and configure
camos and shit
than
though.
ever before.
Yeah.
Every primary weapon can be customized with 54 attachments across
Jesus.
8 different nodes.
So pretty much same as Modern Warfare.
Craig
with at
6.
least 6 options per attachment.
This is a
I'm not
new
seeing
gun.
all there's
You
some
can equip
kinds.
5
I did see some
attachments,
kinds.
or
Yeah.
8 with the Gunfire Wild.
So it's
Card.
firepower, speed, accuracy,
First
and
time,
ammo.
Gunsmith will show you
Is that all?
equipping and attachment
I
does.
hope that
Those are
doesn't
the only
fuck
4,
up.
right?
I hope that
You
doesn't
can now
fuck
build
up all the like
backwards, specking
sniping
out
shit.
the perfect gun for results you want to see in the field.
See,
Those are the
one
only
thing-
4.
The one thing
out of the
Modern
system
Warfare fucked
and
up
helps
with
us
the
on our
gunsmith is when
never-ending
the
quest
camos
to
came
make the
out.
most balanced
It's like you
Call of
couldn't
Duty
have a
game
camo on the
ever.
gun and then put a different thing on the front. It would take the
There's
camo.
one more thing
Right.
I need to talk about. First up, we've updated score streaks so that earned score is kept through
What?
death. This change gives all players a chance to engage with score streaks, one of the most visceral and fun
What?
experiences across multiplayer.
So how is that gonna work?
Yeah.
If you do go on a streak and
Am I the
string
only one that
together
heard that?
multiple kills before
Wait,
you
so
go
it's
death,
like
streak score bonuses help you earn into those higher.
It's like the
powered
MW3
score
where it's
streaks.
like you could either do score,
Prevent
kill or
streak
score
spam.
streaks.
Each score
The
streak
score
will
streaks
go on
kept
cooldown
going.
after
Right,
you
but
to pace out
this
for you.
seems like all
Oh,
of
is it
it.
like one of those?
What
It's
score
like one of
streaks are we
those.
talking about? Well,
I
your
don't know how
favorites
to
are back, but we've also
say
got a
it,
few surprises. Score streaks and cold.
And no
War
matter how many
can be
times you
used in
die, if
all
you
the
get 20
classic
kills,
ways.
you get this.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
this
that's what it
you
sounds
get
like.
this much- You get this much score. You get
this
this.
part of the game. A fun new experience.
That's what it
We've
sounds
also
like.
tailored strategy into
Yeah,
the
it is.
system. As score streaks can often be neutralized with a counter score streak.
Well, that's cool.
Now I'll pass it over to Sunny to share more about our operators and how they move.
Counter
in
score
Black Ops
streaks.
Cold War.
That's kind of like the Harrier and MW2 took out like the Pavlo chopper gunner and all that.
Yeah.
Elites, covert, powerful.
When you play as a Cold War operator, you won't just step into the boots of a highly trained precision instrument. Every movement will have a purpose. To increase the fidelity and feel of even the smallest elements, modelers, animators, and concept artists all work side by side, planning for every point of contact with every gun, every stance and position, every scenario. Thanks to increased dynamic bone counts, we've been able to enhance the effects of physics and gravity on what you carry, from the weight of your gear, like pouches and grenades, to
It
the
almost
way a
looks like an
wallet chain
MPK.
or rope sways as you sprint. Your entire operator will move more naturally than ever. Here's 4 specific ways movement has improved.
Look at that
through
crouch roll.
cutting-edge techniques of animation and programmatic movement. The first is sprint takeoff. This is the feature that gives your operator a running start. You start with a little sprint, and then it slows down to normal speed. This
So
lets you
tactical
feel
sprint?
the momentum of like where
Not
you're going
really.
and where you're going to end up. We wanted to preserve the fluidity and fun of an operator's ability to slide. In Black Ops Cold War, when you slide, you start and end in a crouch position.
Like the
in a
sound of the
believable way.
silencers.
This allows 2-player movement states to function better as one, all while improving gameplay and enhancing pace. Footstep control also plays a big part of the new movement system. Go faster and you'll make more noise. Of course, we still have Ninja as a perk, but Ninja
That's
is no
silence.
longer the only way to keep quiet. Whether or not you're crouched, how loud you get is now directly tied to how fast you're moving. Lastly, we've incorporated a classic jump with a much more natural height, which will very briefly slow you down on landing. Our goal in all of these movement mechanics is to ensure operators' actions are not just authentic, but intuitive. When you press a button or a key, you should always feel in control of your operator, and this system has been built to translate your decisions into dynamic movement more seamlessly than ever.
Yeah, right,
The
you
era
can
of
hip
the
fire
game
the
might be
AK.
the 80s, but the characters you play will move and shoot like the world's most highly skilled operators.
Signature combat. It isn't
Okay,
just how a gun
okay.
is shot.
I'm feeling good right
It's how
now, I'm
that
feeling
gun
good.
Feels, how it sounds, how it's designed to create a combat experience. And
I'm
combat
feeling very good
isn't
right
just
now about this and
conflict.
excited.
It's also a movement. So the fluid
I wanna
ways
say- I wanna
in
see
which
real
your
people play the
operators
game.
shift around the
Yeah.
AF and carry the gear you outfit them in.
See,
is
look behind
just
him to
as
the right. There's
important
a
as the
thumper
choices
back
you
underneath
give
that
them.
Uzi.
Choices like the
Oh, yeah, I
Overwatch
do see it, yep.
class system, or all those attachment possibilities in Gunsmith.
That's a
Or the
sniper
new ways
underneath
you can
that.
earn and deploy
Dual
score
Deagles
streaks
or
in the
dual
thick of battle.
Dual pistol, something right there.
Yeah,
These
dual
combat initiatives
1911s
work
maybe.
together to deliver the most intuitive, plausible, authentic, boots on the ground experience possible. And they are at the heart of Black Ops Cold War. Now on that note, I'd like to introduce Miles, who's going to discuss some of the biggest innovations yet.
Thanks, Tony. All right, everyone, let's talk Warzone. You've seen how we're pouring it all into the Cold War multiplayer experience, but let's confirm it right here, right now. Black Ops Cold War will also usher in the next evolution of Call of Duty Warzone, continuing
There it is.
and expanding the blockbuster Battle Royale free-to-play experience. And it'll
So
be
they're
a
adding
true
Warzone.
evolution.
Are they
Warzone
adding
not
or
merely picking up where
continuing
the
from
Modern
it?
Warfare climax left off narratively,
There it
but
is.
also interweaving the themes, locations, weapons, and vehicles of Black Ops Cold War right into the action.
That's crazy.
Cold War and Warzone will also share post-launch content from a narrative standpoint across both the Battle Pass system and item shop content.
Huh.
This
I'm
interlinks
confused
Call of
how that's
Duty
gonna work.
in ways that evolve the Warzone
Yeah.
experience while delivering
Because they have different
jaw-dropping
graphics and shit.
So yeah, you can
Different
expect some
feel.
surprises along
Yeah.
the way. One surprise we're avoiding is the feeling of starting over. It's important to us that you can still use your characters and weapons and progression-related items, which is why investment and progress in Cold War is reflected in Warzone. While these are two very big games, from the beginning they've been
So
built
it's all
to work
connected.
together. Your
Yeah.
player experience
Yep.
is everything to us. So we're making sure Black Ops Cold War and Warzone share progression, with much of your previously earned Modern Warfare content, from weapons to cosmetics, still
So
available
all
for
the
use in
weapons
both
from
Warzone
Modern Warfare
Modern
and
Warfare.
from Cold War are going to be put
We're
into one?
collaborating with our studio
Right.
partners
Warzone.
across
Into
Call of
Warzone.
Duty
I don't know.
to preserve
Gonna be crazy.
continuity while building a new chapter of Warzone that'll immerse you into all of the best elements of Black Ops Cold War. That's multiple studios totally committed to continuing this new tradition.
Is
of
anyone think how
insanely
like
fun,
weird it is that he just
absurdly
keeps
accessible
turning
Warzone
different
action.
cameras?
We can't wait for you to see how Verdansk and all of Call of Duty will evolve.
They're like,
in the
alright,
year
you're gonna
ahead.
stand here and talk and
That
just spin in
sense of
circles and we'll hit you with all the cameras.
extends beyond just Warzone.
That's crazy.
That's why I'm excited to confirm that Black Ops Cold War will not only support cross-platform play and progression.
I wanna
but
see
will
how they do
also
that.
Deliver cross-generation play to the game.
Yeah, and you're gonna
That's
roll up on
because
someone on a
Black Ops Cold
PS4
War
who's
is,
playing on a
at its
PS5
heart,
and get
a connected
absolutely
experience.
horked.
And playing
No, I
together
was
with
saying
whatever
more like
platforms you prefer
continuing
only
Warzone.
betters that experience. Cross-play and cross-progression across current and
Just
next
fly
generation
banana?
systems
It doesn't
Wait,
show.
so do you stay in a lobby? Do you
That
stay in a
won't be
lobby?
easy, but it's worth it to allow
Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's what it
You
looks
actually
like.
stay in a lobby?
Squad up and deploy.
Mom,
Yeah.
this
no
is not the
barriers
time to
between
call me.
them.
The other thing is it's
delivering a steady stream
it didn't show your
post-launch
input though.
content.
That's the only
Black Ops
thing,
Cold
unlike
War
Call
will
of Duty
be
does
a
or
very
Modern Warfare
I mean,
did.
you know they have that figured out.
cross-generation
Right,
Call
yeah.
of Duty experience, making it the deepest game in franchise history.
But I'm serious
Vaughn,
though. If
where do we
someone
go
on a PS5 is gonna
Yeah, Miles.
like
on
Oh,
the
yeah.
ruin someone on a PS4.
platforms, we've got a very special guest, Mark from Enox.
Hey, what's up, Van? On behalf of Enox, we are extremely excited and proud to bring Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War to Battle.net.
Oh, I was like, who's
His,
Enox?
his headset's kind of cool.
PC continues to be a critically important pillar of game development.
What are they asking? Oh
for
no.
the Duty franchise.
What are they?
In
I have no
addition
idea.
To the major improvements.
What's Call
we
of
have made
Duty's
to Call of
partner
Duty PC
headset?
best,
I wanna say it's
including
Astros.
Uncapped frame rates, high refresh rate support, and customized.
It used to
field
be,
look.
but I think they might be
We're
Turtle Beach.
always looking for ways to improve features and customizable settings. One of the biggest improvements this year is that the Black Ops engine now runs on DirectX 12. This has led to a huge improvement in terms of performance and latency reduction. For players
So he's just
who
talking about like
prioritize
graphics and
immersive
settings and
gameplay,
performance
Yeah,
right now.
just
we
how
have
how
a
it
great
runs.
partnership with NVIDIA to bring ray trace effects, performance accelerating deep learning super sampling or DLSS, and RayFX latency optimization technology. We will implement ray
Usually
trace
you
shadows
disable all
and ambient
those so
occlusion
your
to
frames per
improve
second go
quality
up.
of light shadow and sunlight shadow.
My
This
PC ain't
improves surface and
$3,000
contact
here, bud.
detail and fixes problems
I got a starter
associated with
PC.
Traditional shadow mapping techniques.
At least we don't
like
have a
LEC,
$200
clean,
Xbox, am I right?
Also, we will be implementing AI-powered DLSS, so players will be able to increase their frame rate while maintaining the visual quality.
I don't know if
of
you
the
saw
game.
that map
For
behind
players
Mandahar.
looking
It
for
said
better
something about Thailand and
responsiveness,
Cambodia.
Yeah.
Might be maps
the
there.
Reflex low latency technology to lower system latency. This combines both GPU and game optimization. We're also happy to announce that Reflex will be coming to Call of Duty Warzone in the future. We have so much more to talk about, but right now I would like to hand it back to David Van Dorp. Van?
We've declassified a whole lot today.
That looks crazy,
And
though.
One thing is clear. Black Ops Cold War is here, and it's ushering in a new chapter of deniable operations that are undeniably Call of Duty at its very best. Realistic.
This is gonna be fun.
plausible, gritty.
I'm glad
You've
I
seen our
pre-ordered it
team-wide
today.
Commitment to storytelling, infusing the story and spirit of the Cold War narrative into everything we do, even in multiplayer. You've
That's
seen
awesome.
our emphasis on authenticity shine through every location, every weapon, every vehicle, every character. Each one telling a story we can't wait for you to uncover and experience. You've seen us challenge ourselves to not only innovate on classic game modes, but introduce a new generation of instant classics. Modes like VIP Escort and Combined Arms Domination. You'll see that duo played today, and it's just the start, as we've got massive drops of free content planned post-launch, including new and limited time modes. No matter what type of multiplayer gamer you are, you'll find something for you.
Can't wait.
Tying it all together is that signature combat you love. Grounded and always realistic, you'll move fast and fluid, feel powerful when you need to be, and customized just the way you want to be. The new Creative Class and Score Streak systems give you even more of what you love, infusing more control and
Dude, I
cinematic
think this
moments
game is gonna
with less
run
friction
so
between
like
you
it's gonna
and the
feel so
gameplay
good
than ever
because of
before.
how bad Modern Warfare fucked
this
up.
is
They
a
were like,
true
we gotta
connected
fix
Yeah,
this.
we gotta make it better.
And Cold War.
And you know they're gonna hit it out of the park.
Yeah, and Vondi always. That's what I'm pretty sure he wanted to retire after last time, but then he was
Yeah.
like, I gotta fix this fuck up.
Yeah, I gotta make this
But
better.
it's also a cross-generation, cross-platform game.
Turn.
Now, that should be the end of our show. But
Dude,
this wouldn't be
the
a Black
turns are
Ops
ridiculous.
multiplayer review without some Black Ops style mind games. We have talked a lot today about what Black Ops is, how it feels, what it does, but for over 10 years, Black Ops is also something else. A game that consistently presses the boundaries about what multiplayer means. Our team relentlessly looks for opportunities to offer new types of multiplayer experiences.
Is he talking about Easter eggs right now?
We're excited to be launching an entire new category of multiplayer gameplay called Fireteam. This new format of multiplayer brings together everything that we loved about making Cold War and everything you'll love about playing Cold War. Across every Fireteam mission and mode, you'll discover some of the most imaginative game loops we have ever designed. The Fireteam format allows us to emphasize teamwork and reward creativity. And it allows you to do things you've never done in Black Ops multiplayer before. You'll fight in squads of 4 called Fireteams. You'll deploy into larger maps, play fast, pushing through multiplayer objectives and modes.
That map looks
demand
nice.
quick thinking. The action won't just affect you, but the environment you battle in. Enter Fireteam Dirty Bomb, one of the most unique game loops we've ever imagined. You and your team must search for uranium. Then, deliver that uranium to Dirty Bomb's position around the map. Deposit uranium and detonate the bomb. Now, avoid radioactive fallout as you navigate
So
a
it
toxic
kind of
battlefield.
looks like
Every
Spec Ops,
decision you make
or like
impacts your survival rate.
Yeah, but it's not a Spec Ops because you're playing other
co-op
people.
missions.
We can't
No,
wait
you're
to
playing
tell
with
you
people,
even
but I think
more
you're playing
about
against
Fireteam
computer.
Dirty
I think you're
Bomb
playing
and
against
the other
other
Fireteam
people.
I think you're
modes
playing
and
against other
maps in the
people.
weeks
Yeah.
ahead as we get closer to our public beta. I guess there's only one thing left to do. Let's play Black Ops Cold War.
Yeah, let's play it. Come on.
Let's do it.